Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Sleeper 14 TD rookie RB could take over starting role for Cowboys. Whatever University of Texas running back Jaden Blue thought about waiting until the 5th round of the 2025 NFL Draft to hear his name called, once he saw who picked him, it's fair to say all his other concerns faded away. The first reason was the team that picked him, the Dallas Cowboys, which we assume is a pretty desirable destination for a player born and raised in Texas and who played college football in Texas. Another reason, and perhaps the one that matters most, is that the Cowboys have the depth of a kiddie pool at running back, and those carries are up for grabs in a big way. Dallas is without its leading rusher from 2024 Enrico Dowdle, who left for the Carolina Panthers in free agency. The Cowboys signed their own free agent running back in Javonte Williams on a 1-year, $3 million contract, but he's not someone an offense can or should build a running game around. NFL.com's Chad Reuter put Blue at number 1 on his list of day 3 picks who could compete for starter snaps in 2025. The Cowboys might begin the year with starting reps going to veteran back Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, but Blue should have a chance to be the guy for the blue and silver by midseason, Reuter wrote on May 5. The Texas product's home run hitting ability as a runner and receiver makes it imperative that he's on the field. Bleacher Report's Matt Holder put Blue at the top of his list of sleeper running backs who could start for their teams as rookies. The best rookie running back in the NFL in 2024 was also a mid to late round pick in Tampa Bay Buccaneers star Bucky Irving, who was selected in the 4th round, number 125 overall, out of Oregon and rushed for 1,122 yards despite not becoming the starter until late in the season. That's the template Blue and every rookie running back will try and follow in 2025. Both NFL.com's Lance Zierlein and Bleacher Report both projected Blue as a 3rd-round pick after his breakout season in 2024, when he had a career-high 1,098 yards from scrimmage and scored 14 touchdowns as the Longhorns advanced to the college football playoff semifinals. Blue, 5'9" and 196 pounds, did the main thing he needed to do in the pre-draft process when he ran the 40-yard dash in a blazing 4.38 seconds at the NFL Scouting Combine. The buzz around #Cowboys RB Jaden Blue is starting to build, Brandon Laurie of Blogging with the Boys wrote on his official account on May 5. With no clear-cut starter, there's a chance he gets starting snaps as soon as this season. Jaden Blue has so much more juice than anyone else in Dallas's RB room, ex-user at TreyK_FB wrote on April 28. The position looks wide open, and Blue, the youngest and most talented back on the roster, is in a prime spot, ex-user Fantasy Football Anonymous wrote on their official account. I don't know exactly when, but I'm confident Jaden Blue will take over as the Cowboys' primary ball carrier before the season is over. Cowboys rookie Trayshawn Holden feels disrespected after going undrafted. The Cowboys guaranteed money to 8 of their 9 undrafted free agents, Todd Archer of ESPN reports. Syracuse defensive back Elijah Clark and Syracuse linebacker Justin Barron both received a team-high $234,000 guarantee. Oregon wide receiver Trayshawn Holden signed an undrafted deal with the Cowboys for no guaranteed money and a team-low $3,000 signing bonus. Other teams were interested in Holden, but he opted to reunite with new Cowboys receivers coach Junior Adams, who spent the past 2 seasons coaching the position at Oregon. Holden feels he has something to prove after every team in the NFL passed on him multiple times. I've always been the kind to just work hard in general, but it's just, I feel disrespected. So now it's time to make it happen, Holden said, via Joseph Hoyt of All City DLLS. Holden, a 4-star recruit out of high school, initially signed with Alabama and spent 3 seasons there before transferring to Oregon. He spent 2 seasons in Eugene, including last season when he caught 45 passes for 718 yards and 5 touchdowns in 13 games. The Cowboys provide opportunity with questions on the depth chart other than CeeDee Lamb. they did not draft a receiver, but signed Holden and Texas Tech's Josh Kelly after the draft. "I feel like I was one of the best receivers," Holden said, "and now I can just show everybody I am." Report: Cowboys superstar could be possible trade candidate. In a shocking twist, the Dallas Cowboys might be open to trade superstar cornerback Darren Bland this upcoming season. According to a report, the source believes the team could either release or trade the cornerback, who may end up being expendable. However, no one should expect the Cowboys to release Bland. They could trade him instead if they have another disastrous season. Originally selected in the 5th round of the 2022 NFL Draft, the former Fresno State product had one of his best campaigns in his sophomore season, recording 53 solo tackles, 15 pass deflections, a career high of 9 interceptions and 5 touchdowns in just 15 starts and 17 games. Bland was looking like the real deal playing alongside cornerback Trayvon Diggs, as these two were supposed to be the formidable duo in this team's secondary. However, injuries and a lack of staying on the field led to the two only playing together once last year. Bland was at his peak playing for the Cowboys when veteran Stephon Gilmore was a part of this unit before letting him hit the market last year's offseason due to the salary cap. The two cornerbacks were never the same, especially Diggs, who is coming back from his latest injury. Now, Bland is heading into his contract year, and it's hard to convince the organization he's a part of the long-term plans. The Cowboys will have to see how he performs, and if he doesn't live up to expectations, the team may trade him to these 4 teams. Last season, the Baltimore Ravens had one of the worst 2024 campaigns when it came to their secondary unit. Veteran Marlon Humphrey did what he could to hold the department together like glue, while Brandon Stevens and Marcus Williams were the most inconsistent defenders. The Ravens found some life in Darius Washington, but it's hard to imagine this roster will depend on Chidobe Awuzie for depth behind 2024 draft pick Nate Wiggins. Bland is easily the better cornerback over Awuzie and could be a significant upgrade for this unit if he can stay healthy. Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, the cornerback room for the Chargers will look dramatically different as well. 2024 draft pick Cam Hart is exactly ready for full-time duties, which is why they signed Benjamin St. just for depth. However, there's no such thing as too many pass secondary defenders, and Dante Jackson could use the assistance in the aerial attack to rotate around after signing his 2-year deal. New Orleans Saints. The Saints have yet to find their next long-term starter for their cornerback unit. Kool-Aid McKinstry is a lock to be a starter, but they can't depend on Alontae Taylor to do much. Bland might take a few seasons to adjust, but he's easily the favorable man in this situation to fit into what the Saints built this offseason when it came to the safety department after signing Justin Reed. Kansas City Chiefs Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson are 2 firepower cornerbacks in the league and could explode this upcoming season. Despite signing Christian Fulton for depth, they could use another man to strengthen this roster. If Fulton faces injuries again, they could trade for Bland for relief. And you fan? What do you think about Darren Bland's situation? Write to us in the comments.